Hey guys, what is up? Here, and today I am bringing you I guess you could call it another kick-ass gameplay. I mean, it's a 6v6 domination here on firing range. I'm using the Spas-12 silenced, of course. I end up getting over 60 kills in this gameplay with non-lethal kill streaks, which in my opinion is pretty damn badass. I end up getting a Blackbird right off the bat, and I just go to town on these guys. I mean, these guys just got beasted on. I was beastifying this entire game, and the interesting part about this game is that I ended up getting 12 captures and 9 defends, and we still ended up losing. I know, it's pretty damn unbelievable, I know. And as you can tell right there, I didn't go straight for B, but I was the only one on the B flag for my team. And if you would rewind and rewatch that part and how we didn't capture B and the enemy team ended up getting B, and right here we're getting triple capped when we have a Blackbird up in the air, you already know you got some pretty bad teammates, and they obviously have no idea what they were doing. And like I was saying, if you rewind back to the part where I was jumping on B, I got a Blackbird right off the bat, I was completely surrounded. I mean, I was literally surrounded by the entire enemy team. I bet you that the entire enemy team went for that B flag. And out of all the people on my team, who went? Me, just me. Nobody else helped me, you know. And you guys would probably think that I was pissed off at the end of this gameplay. You know, we ended up losing by a pretty damn decent amount. I think we lost by 200 to 160, which is a lot. That's 40 points. That's a lot considering that I got 12 captures and 9 defends. I bet you none of you have ever gotten over 10 captures in a domination game before. But to get 12 captures and still lose, it's really unheard of. And on top of getting 60 plus kills with non-lethal kill streaks. I mean, a 70 plus kill game in 6v6 domination is just about equal to a 100 plus kill game in ground war, because 6v6 domination, you got 6 people, and in ground war you got 9. That's a 6 to 9 ratio, 2 to 3 ratio, whatever, and then 7 to 10, that's just about the same ratio, you know, 70 kills to 100 kills, the ratios are the same, practically. So, and to get 6, and, you know, those 70 plus kill games in 6v6 domination, those are when people are, you know, running 8, 9, 11. They have chopper gunners in the air, attack dogs, just destroying people. I didn't have any of that. I ran UAV, counter UAV, and Blackbird. My favorite setup in the game, as you all should know. And I guess you guys have probably figured out, I am playing with one friend. His name is Children Smasher. For some reason, Children Smasher isn't lit up as a blue arrow on the minimap. Some other guy is lit up, some random. Don't know why. Theater mode's just glitchy like that. But, you know, we were both trying our asses off. He actually pulled out his tryhard class. I believe he was rocking a Flak Jacket Pro, Sleight of Hand Pro, Tac Mask Pro with the FAMAS. You know, he was trying his ass off too to win. And, you know, we're in a two-man party and we're playing against a complete team of randoms. And we end up losing. You know, I'm thinking to myself, how the hell did we lose this? I mean, I wasn't pissed at all. I was happy. I was having a good time laughing with my friend. You know, having fun. Because this game was probably the funnest game I have ever played out of all Call of Duties. And I've been playing Call of Duty since World at War. And, you know, to say that this is, you know, my funnest Call of Duty game ever, that's really saying something. And you know, it's even weirder. Seeing how I lost the game, it's my best game. It's my funnest game, my favorite game ever out of 3 years. It's really saying something, guys. And as I'm doing this commentary, I'm trying to analyze what I did wrong. How did we lose this game? You know, and first of all, before I go into why I believe I lost this game, which I think you guys can already tell, it's pretty damn obvious. Hint, hint, crappy teammates. But, you know, but going back into something else that I'd like to point out is that their entire enemy team had nothing on their mind but capturing flags. I mean, even though they had a 2 flag cap on us, you know, and if they just held, like, C and B for the entire game, they would have won. They did not settle for just a 2 flag cap throughout the game. They tried to triple cap us as much as possible. If you took one of their flags, they would cap it right back. I mean, immediately. The second you capture the A flag and just leave that flag, they would jump right on it and recap it. It was nearly impossible. And another thing that I would like to mention is that I got at least 6 counter spy planes, if not more, on top of UAVs and 3 Blackbirds. Not to mention, my friend Children Smasher was running UAV, counter UAV, and napalm. Okay, I think he called in 3 napalm strikes, all of them going in a straight line over B, and, you know, most of the time, I don't know. I remember him getting quite a few quads napalm feeds. So, you know, he was doing work, I was doing work, and the reason why I mentioned his kill streak was not because of the napalms, but because of the fact that the amount of counter UAVs we called in combined. I mean, these guys didn't have the radar the entire game. The entire game, these guys didn't have a radar. I mean, the amount of counter UAVs that we caught up, we practically gave our entire team Ghost for the entire game. These guys did not have the radar, and somehow they still ended up beating us. I mean it, you guys, the entire game, we were spamming the board with UAVs and counter UAVs. I don't think there was a single second of this game that we didn't have a UAV up in the air, or a Blackbird, or something. I mean, I just don't... It's just mind-boggling, the fact that we lost this, and the amount of times that we got dominated. And, you know, one of the reasons for why we might have lost this was, did I use the wrong gun? Did I? And right here, you guys can see that they ended up getting a chopper and attack dogs. And it's because of my team. You know, my team, me and my friend Children Smasher were the only ones who even went positive. Everybody else on my team, I don't think anybody else got over 3 kills. Can you believe that? An entire game that lasted for probably 12 minutes. The most you can get is 3 kills. 3. And the amount of times that they died. I mean, jeez, man. I mean... Okay, going back to the Spas-12. Did I make the right choice to use this Spas-12 in this game? My answer, yes. This Spas-12 was the best gun to use in this game. I'm going to explain why. Okay, it was definitely the best choice. Now, some of you might say you would have done better if you used a FAMAS or a 74U rapid fire, and here's how I'm going to prove you wrong. The enemy team was being so aggressive. They were constantly up in our spawn. They were constantly on top of flags. They were constantly rushing us. And if I had used something like a FAMAS or 74U over a silent Spas-12, think about it. They are constantly up in your face, rushing you, jumping on your flags, flipping your spawns, flipping the spawns all day, every day. What better weapon to use if the enemy's always going to be 5 feet in front of you, 5 feet away from you, every single second that you're playing this game? What better gun to use than a suppressed shotgun? A suppressed shotgun, a semi-automatic shotgun with 8 shots. I can't think of any better weapon than the Spas-12 to use. I mean... I literally always had a guy in front of me. These guys were not head glitching. These guys were not camping up in Topwood or up in Tin, trying to, you know, camp for kill streaks or something. These guys were constantly hopping on flags. They were constantly up in my face, and there was no better weapon to use than a suppressed shotgun. There was nothing. And back to another reason for why... So, we scratched that out, right? It was not because of the gun, you guys. That was not why we lost this. Like I said, crappy teammates, but I'll get to that later. You know, another thing is that we probably could have won this if I had made some smarter decisions. And, you know, if I were to look at this gameplay again, I could probably point out to you guys different routes that I could have taken to capture some flags. Maybe if I had stayed on the B fight for a bit longer, I could have helped defend it just a bit more and maybe held on to a few points that might have, you know, that might have cost us the win. You know, we might have been able to win if I had stayed on the B flag for just a few more seconds and gotten a few more defense. Would we have won the game? You never know. You never know. Should I have taken different routes? And if you rewind a little bit, I know you guys probably aren't going to rewind, but there was this kid, Africa Boy, running a FAMAS suppressor and Ghost, and he killed me, I think, 3 times in a row, just a minute back when I tried to capture B, and I forgot. I was so stupid. I kept on forgetting that he was still there in bottom wood, just aimed down sight at the B flag, and I just kept on running straight into his line of sight, taking the exact same route from my spawn every single time. And I just kept on letting him kill me, and I think that's how we got attack dogs and attack helicopters, and thank God he wasn't running Blackbird, or else we would have lost even more than we already did. And yeah, so now we can only come to one conclusion, and that is that the reason for why I lost this game was because of crappy teammates. Oh, I know, you would have never thought of it. What am I talking about? Of course you guys thought of it. At least I hope you thought of it. I mean, I hope you have a few ounces of intelligence. You probably already judged from the title of this gameplay that, Mickey, you got 12 captures and you still lost? Damn! Mickey, you had some crappy-ass teammates. Yeah, I did have some crappy-ass teammates. And I think I already mentioned before that my team besides Children Smasher, the most kills anybody on my team even got was like 3 or 5. I mean, they were just feeding the enemy team kill streaks and they just didn't know how to play the game. And yeah, guys, this game's winding down right here. Hope you guys enjoyed, and just remember, guys, I was not pissed after this game. I was actually pretty damn happy, and sorry about staring at a blank screen right now, but could you guys imagine if every single game was like this, where people actually played Domination the way it was supposed to be played? If people actually hopped on flags like they were supposed to, you know, the game would be so much more fun to play. It would be so fast-paced, so action-packed. If people just played the game the way it was meant to be played, which is to capture flags. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you all later.